There are a number of occasions in the Bible in which the characteristics of a group of people were determined by the ancestor of that group. While it is not clear in this passage why a bastard or a child of a prostitute cannot enter the congregation of the Lord, this is a trait which is transmitted down to his 10th generation. There are two accounts of an individual with the genetic trait of polydactyly, but no details are given which are helpful in understanding the nature of the heredity of this trait. Giants are mentioned multiple times in the Bible, but the inheritance of human height is not referred to, although there is the suggestion that the antediluvian giants were the children of women who had had intercourse with the sons of God or angels. The ancient Israelites were certainly aware that anatomical defects could occur in their livestock. The only treatment of this topic in biblical passages, however, involves their sacrificing. In addition to the passages which stated that animals with defects could not be offered as sacrifices to God, humans with defects listed here were unfit to be those priests who made the offerings to God. Philo and St. Thomas Aquinas repeated a common misconception that only the male parent contributes hereditary material. In this passage, Aquinas argued that heredity is determined by the power of the soul. Apparently, there were stories of races which had tails, or which had 2 feet but 1 leg, or were one-eyed, or were barking like dogs. And Augustine argues that although we shouldn't believe all of this, any race, even one like these, would be descended from the sons of Noah. Given that intercourse with a woman who was menstruating was forbidden in Leviticus chapter 16, people throughout centuries interpreted this as a possible cause of birth defects or even monstrous births. Some attributed physical birth defects to sin, a divine punishment for sin, or a divine warning of events to come. Some felt that birth defects could result if the parents had had intercourse while the woman was menstruating or while she was pregnant. Some argued that the devil could cause birthmarks and other physical traits. Some argued that human birth defects could be caused by parents who had intercourse with animals, and thus there were human children who were part goat, were part elephant, or that a woman could give birth to an animal. Some also ascertained that demons could also have intercourse with animals. Studying heredity could be further complicated because some argued that demons could transport semen from one source to another, and claimed various authorities to back this up. Many insisted that demons could have intercourse with human women, sometimes quoting the story of giants in Genesis who arose from women who had had intercourse with angels. And so thus heredity had a strong spiritual foundation.